This is not just another frontline update. This is Ilyichovka, or at least what used to be Ilyichovka, a village now reduced to debris, ash, and broken walls. And yet, in the middle of this destruction comes a familiar claim. Russia says it has taken control. But if you look closer, a more uncomfortable question appears. What exactly was left to take? According to Russian defense sources, units from the Western grouping advanced step by step, supported by artillery and drones, eventually securing the settlement. The narrative is clear: a structured advance, coordinated firepower, and finally, control. This isn't an isolated claim either. In recent months alone, Moscow has repeatedly announced the capture of multiple small settlements across the eastern and northeastern fronts, village after village, position after position, each one framed as progress. But here's where it gets complicated. Because in modern warfare, capture doesn't always mean what people think it means.
Батальон 80-го танкового полка освободили населенный пункт Новоалексеевка Донецкой Народной Республики. Победа будет за нами!
Look at the footage again. Collapsed roofs, burned out structures, no intact defensive lines. This isn't a village being taken. This is a village that has already been erased. And that matters, because the pattern we're seeing across this war is brutally consistent. Heavy bombardment first, then movement, then claim of control. Even international reporting has pointed this out. In many cases, Russian advances involve overwhelming firepower, artillery, glide bombs, and drones used to crush positions before ground troops move in. So by the time infantry arrives, there's often little left to defend. Now here's the part most people miss. Why does a place like Ilyichovka even matter? It's not a major city. It's not a strategic hub. It's barely visible on most maps. But in this war, small villages are everything. They are stepping stones. Each one represents a slight shift in positioning, a better artillery angle, a safer drone launch point, a more secure supply line. And when you stack dozens of these small gains together, you get momentum. Russian officials have claimed dozens of settlements captured in just a few months, part of a broader push to expand control zone by zone. This is not blitzkrieg. This is pressure warfare. Slow, grinding, relentless. But there's another layer here: verification. Because in this conflict, both sides regularly report gains, and both sides don't always confirm each other's claims. There have been multiple instances where Russia announces a capture, and Ukraine either denies it or stays silent. At the same time, Ukraine reports its own counterattacks and retaken positions in other sectors. So what you're seeing is not a clear map. It's a constantly shifting battlefield. Front lines move, villages change hands, sometimes more than once. And in that chaos, narratives become weapons too. Now, step back for a second, zoom out. What does this actually tell us about Russia's strategy? It suggests something very specific. This is not about rapid breakthroughs anymore. It's about controlled expansion. Russian military leadership has openly discussed creating buffer zones, pushing Ukrainian forces further away from key regions. That means securing territory piece by piece, even if each piece looks insignificant on its own. And that's exactly what Ilyichovka represents. Not a decisive victory, but a continuation of a method. Destroy, advance, hold, repeat. But there's a reality that neither side's headlines fully capture: the cost. Because when a village looks like this, it's no longer a village, it's terrain, unlivable, unrecognizable. This has happened across multiple areas of eastern Ukraine. Entire settlements reduced to nothing more than strategic positions, and once that happens, control becomes symbolic. You're not taking a functioning place, you're taking ground, and that distinction matters more than ever in modern war. So, where does this lead? If this pattern continues, we can expect more of the same. More small settlements, more incremental gains, more destruction before control, and, importantly, no quick end, because this kind of warfare doesn't collapse quickly. It stretches, it drains, it reshapes the battlefield slowly over time, and both sides are adapting. Ukraine continues localized counterattacks. Russia continues pressure advances, neither side fully breaking the other. So when you see headlines like this, Russia captures Ilyichovka, understand what it really means. It's not just a victory, it's a snapshot of a much larger system, a system where destruction often comes first, and control comes later. And sometimes, by the time control is declared, there's almost nothing left to control. This is modern war, not fast, not clean, and definitely not simple. And Ilyichovka is just one piece of a much bigger picture.